Hello everyone, Bonner here. I'm just starting off this episode upgrading my highway network and introducing a couple of upgrades that will help improve traffic throughout the city. Over here, two-lane extension. Just bring it around and connect it into there. Actually, I'm going to just upgrade this one. It'll be a 3-lane from there. With lane connector tool through the traffic mod, we're going to remove the U-turns and make sure my connections are good. I think that looks pretty good to me. Now, let's see what else can we improve. Yeah, we'll bring out these two highways as well, or these two roads as well. And I'm gonna need anarchy on for that. Because apparently it does not like that roundabout. Okay, and with that one done, we're going to extend this road out. Perfect. You can see that it is already being used, which is just what we want. Now, I think one other connection we're going to make is have this one extend probably from like right about here down and connect onto the main road as well. I think for this one we're just going to bring it out, turn it over. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll do just a straight 90 on both. Wonderful. So we can see the highway is already being used, which is just what we want to see. Using it to bring the traffic all the way over and back onto the main highway, which is fantastic. Okay, so what's next on the priorities? Well, we've got a lot of problems within the city. We got heavy traffic over here. Kind of wonder, almost makes sense to connect up. Run connection over here and then up here. That might work. Maybe another one up here. These are really steep grade. I'm going to try and limit this one to about a 5% grade. 4.9 will work out perfectly. And then we'll bring that up to it's a really ugly connection. Let's see if we can fix it. We'll move it. That looks better. Oh, there's no connection over here. Let's take a gander at you and see what's wrong. Yes, you need to be connected there, and you also need to be connected there. And then this one, you can go. There we go. Okay. So that was part of the problem. It's an accident that just snarled up this main highway. That's not good. Alright, let's take a look at our transportation first. So we have 17,000 people a month using my subway network, just over 8,800 a month using my trams, and about the same amount using taxis and buses. Okay. That could be a little bit better. Looks like I have road going there, which is good. Alright. So we're going to the main shopping center. Okay. I'm going to add crematorium. Now with Anarchy, you can actually stack these, which provides you with a lot more functionality out of a single building. And that is exactly what I'm going to do to solve these hearses being required. We'll let that run for a little bit and see how well these guys do at navigating the city. I think this row we're actually going to put in a medium roundabout, but I need to reset that to vanilla because we have already used that. And I'm also going to upgrade this highway segment right here, and that will provide extra traffic volume for traffic heading in this direction.
You're tuned in to Second Moon, the channel where the classics never grow old.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank
psyche.
you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
And
So we have-
on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high...
So we have upgraded our highway here to allow for a little bit more traffic, and I think I'm also going to upgrade that one as well, which should help improve traffic flow leaving the city, since that appears to be a small bottleneck at the moment. Now, why anyone would want to leave, I don't know, but we will work on solving any of those problems that may exist. So looking at, ooh, that's a few more people than I was expecting. Concord Junction, we have just over 40,000 residents. And Pinewood Croft is 33,000. Very respectable. I was not expecting it that high, to be honest. Okay. I'm gonna finish off this particular highway connection over here, and then we will work on building a new district. Alright. Going to do a single point interchange here. And here with a trumpet right over here. And that should provide ample connection for this neighborhood. Something that I want to make sure we have is sufficient space for main rail line access, which will have to come from over here. And then I want to sweep this kind of over here alongside the highway here, over the highway, and then over this main highway as well. So for that, we are going to grab both of those and start threading this track towards our highway, while making sure we leave a very reasonable right of way for future overpasses and other infrastructure that the main rail line may require to support it. I'm actually going to pull that back to about there, and then I'm going to gradually bring this up to 10 meters and 2.3% grade I'm okay with. So we'll do that. And we'll do an elevated segment for crossing over. And then we'll drop it down to 0 elevation as well, with a nice gradual decline. Perfect. So that will provide our primary rail corridor for passenger services into this new area. And ooh, that's not good. Apparently there were multiple in there. Interesting. Okay. We will try that one again. There we go. Now they're all connected, and everything should be fine. We're going to start with a 4-lane road. Going to put in 2 stations. One here. And one over here. And for both of these, We'll eventually figure out how they connect into the rest of the new district. But first, I need to draw that. So this is going to move forward. Oh, behave. There we go. All right. That will be the general outline of this particular town. And I'll add a couple of connections, allowing for through traffic to access the rail yards for passengers. That's probably overkill, but that's okay. I do want to have a connection crossing over. Just haven't figured out how I'm going to pull that off yet. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Still doesn't have any power yet. So let's connect that utility right now. We'll bring you across the highway and over. That's a bottleneck. Let me fix that quickly here. Do not need parallel. Pull you over like that. All right. That looks better. I think since there's a lot of traffic flowing through that one, I'm going to upgrade it. All right. Now we're going to finish off connecting.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Fire and Rescue Service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke pose a serious health risk to anyone nearby. At this time, All citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation is under control.
Alright, now that we're finished connecting that, now it's time to look at how we want our local roads to work here. And we're going to go with 2-lane perpendicular for now and angled. Provide a little bit of variety. And allow for parking to be utilized locally. Alright, is that first segment done? I'm going to add service road as a pedestrian street. And this one we will not build anything nearby and likely use it as our primary access point for a tram service and other possible transportation services. Continuing on with the development, I'm actually going to throw the music back on.
High-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping.
There we go. Now we don't have to worry about ads. That's a lovely new feature. Okay. Alright, our basic grid is now complete, so we will begin zoning the basic city services, which I am going to have some parking. lot of it. And then I'm going to place down a northeast fire station and a northeast police station. I think they look very good together. And I'm also going to place down northeast medical clinic. And let's take a look. I'm going to change this one here. Create a new zone. New area. That'll be just for Beach End. If you guys have any other suggestions for these names, please by all means suggest them in the comments, as they're always up for change, and good ideas are always welcome. I'm going to link up the sewage, and we're going to put in some parks. And then we are going to add pathways throughout. And the logic behind doing this now instead of later is that these would have been put in early before any of the major buildings were done construction, more than likely. See if we can get 90 degree, maybe. That's 90 right there. And I want this new city to be extremely walkable. That's not bad, but we could probably do a little bit better. Okay, we've already got service vehicles, people going to work at the hospital, great. Alright, now we're going to put in City Elementary School. And it's going to be dedicated to this district, along with the first residential, which are going to do North America mixed use commercial. And for these, we're going to focus them on Main Avenue side. There we go, that makes sense. Alright, and it wants me to build, so we'll get in some low rent housing as well, just to help support everything. Alright. Now, make that area North American medium density. Okay, that looks pretty good to me right now. I'm gonna place I'm actually going to make these their own little area. How I'm gonna do that? And then we'll go 1, 2, and we're going to have to move it, that one, and then 3. I think that actually looks pretty good. So that's a lot of very it's gonna need a lot of parking. In a large parking lot. That right there. Just barely enough space. Perfect. For the entire neighborhood, that's going to be $25 fee. So how are we looking right now? We're already at a population of 3,200. We're going to gradually continue to develop this city. We're going to let the time go by a little bit. Watch as things develop. See what happens. I think we're off to a very successful start for the town of Beach End. Oh, look at that. We're unlocked a new milestone. Wonderful. Our population is growing. And everything is looking good so far. So I think we're going to leave this one here for now. If you guys like this episode, please like and subscribe. There'll be more content for City Skylines 2 coming soon.